Hello people, here's my blaster, my uncle's blaster. It's almost done. As you can see, the front tires have two different treads on them because it was leaking. In my tire machine, we have a 20-gallon compressor. Not enough to power my new tire machine, so we just bought a 60-gallon compressor with 150 psi shooting out, which is double what we have. So, and it's not hooked up yet because it's a 220 volt, and we have to run a new wire. It's all a bunch of stuff. But anyway, painted the wheels black, put the wheel spacers in the back. Now it's a lot wider. The other two blasters I have, I recently put FMFs on them, just the headers, no silencers. I'm gonna swap them back to stock headers and stock main jets because it's a lot quieter and nobody really appreciates the fact that it has an FMF anyway. If they want an FMF, I'll just put it on for them. And anyway, since I've owned it, I actually got the frame and the swing arm. Whole rear end, no rear tires were on it. If it had rear tires, it would have been a rolling chassis. I got it from a friend of mine for 200 bucks. Then I built the motor a while back, put it in a frame. Then the motor started squeaking on me, making a squeaking noise after new main bearings, new piston and rings, and a new clutch. So it just sat under the bench. Then one day my uncle said he wanted a blaster, so I told him I'll build you one. So I got the motor, took the top end off, checked the crank and everything. Everything was good. The rings, Namura top end, everything was still good. That's before I swapped out to Wiesco, because now all my top ends are Wiesco instead of Namura. But anyway, so it's got a Namura top end. Took off the clutch side, the clutch seal, the clutch side crank seal. I put in on a slant, so it was squeaking against the bushing that goes in the middle of it. So I just swapped out the seal and I swapped out the bushing because the bushing had some wear on it. Then I put it in the frame. When the whole bike was done, I fired it up, no more squeaking. So I was really happy. It's got a lot of power. Every time you shift gears, it pops up a little bit on you. And it wheelies pretty easily. All my other bikes with the FMF, they don't wheelie like this one, so I'm just going to swap them back to stock. Because the FMFs breathe a little bit better, which is how you get the better sound and better performance. And for wheeling and more torque, you want back pressure. The more back pressure you have, the more air that goes out, the better for top end power. Not so much better for the motor unless you rejet it like I usually do. I usually put 290s and 300s with the FMF headers. If it's got a silencer too, I swap it out to a 320. So stock pipes are good for wheeling, is what I think. Because all the other blasters I've had with FMFs, they make a little bit of a difference, but they make the RPMs get up there too much faster. And the wheelie just sucks unless you know how to wheelie like I do. So basically, it's got no back brakes yet. Waiting on it to get a caliper from my friend. Put new Pro Taper grips on it, swapped out the bars, swapped out the tires, put wheel space in the back. As you can see, it is a lot wider. 2.5-inch wheel spaces each side. Got to clean up the plastics. Got all my bikes lined up down there. I'm going to make a video of all of them being started up. Right now it's about 45 degrees outside, so it's nice and warm. No shirt, no jacket on for once. And here we go. Oop. Starts up first kick cold. It's an 02 frame. The swing arm, the bolt rusted inside. It like froze inside, so I couldn't get it to come out to put the motor in. So I had to cut the bolt and change the swing arm out. So I swapped out the swing arm, swapped out the carrier, swapped out the axle. Did a whole bunch of stuff for my uncle. I just didn't paint the frame. But when it's like not as sunny as it is right now, it looks pretty nice. So as you can see, it idles nice. He wanted a key because he sometimes keeps them outside, so he has to be able to regulate it to shut it off and turn it on. So that's why I put a key on it for him. But yeah, 02 Blaster, rebuilt. Looks not the best, but it rides nice. I'll talk to you guys later.